5:24 now on your Thursday morning. Researchers say the process of finding and landing a new job is becoming more grueling.
It really is, and recent research shows it is taking an average of 44 days right now for most companies to hire a new employee.
Our Patrick Nelson is in studio live with a warning, Patrick, about how these criminals are really capitalizing on this drawn-out process.
We know that these fraudsters are crafty and they follow recent events, so they know these job searches are more stressful than ever. But when you give them access to AI technology, they can create an attractive fake job post in just a matter of seconds. And they'll even design it specifically for you, hoping to get your attention, your information, and even your money.
Looking for a job is a full-time job. You're doing that in droves sometimes, just, hoping to get an interview or talk to somebody.
Krista Gustafson says she's trying to go the extra mile to be safe during her job search, but she's concerned about fake job posts that aren't always easy to spot.
So it's already exhausting, but then to incorporate that additional layer of am I gonna get scammed? Is something gonna happen where they're gonna ruin my career somehow by whatever information I get, just trying to get a job? And so, it's horrifying.
Even when a job offer seems too good to be true, she says it's hard not to spend valuable time looking into it.
I think that that's maybe a red flag, but still you want to explore it.
Dr. Dennis Natali is the Artificial Intelligence Policy Chair for Pikes Peak State College. He says this advancing technology is fueling the volume and efficiency of job scams.
It is so accurate and so convincing because they can actually craft this just to you and nobody else.
Dr. Natali found my resume and information online and showed me how a fraudster utilizing an AI tool could use that info to offer me a phony job in a matter of seconds.
In 30 seconds, I had a wonderful recruiting letter spearphished just to you.
He says if we take the bait on these phony job posts and provide the crooks with what they need, the damage comes quick and can be devastating.
Instant draining of cash and selling your information. And if I click on any link, here comes the malware, they own my computer. If I click on a link on my phone, they can scan my phone, lock it out, and then go to all my websites.
Despite the dangers, Krista hopes job applicants won't give up searching for what they want.
Be optimistic, I would say, and there are real companies out there, there are legitimate things. It just requires a little bit more work than it used to.
Yeah, and as part of that work, it's important to note that in this environment, employers should be going the extra mile as well to answer questions we have to be able to prove that they're legitimate. If they get flustered when we ask questions, that's definitely a red flag.
Yeah. Patrick, with the potential of these scams out there, where would you suggest that someone does or starts their job search from?
As part of this process, I learned about connectingcolorado.com. The Pikes Peak Workforce Center says workforce staff across the state actually vet everyone that posts a job on that website.
Well, if you had one tip about losing money to these kind of scams, what would that be?
Yeah, you don't want to give up information, but you certainly don't want to give up money. And I would just say, do not deposit a check from someone you don't know. It sounds simple, but a lot of these employers, right? And we've seen it before. We just did a story not too long ago. These checks are sent in the mail. You get them, you deposit it, it bounces. You're on the hook for the money. Unfortunately, it happens far too often.
All right, thank you, Patrick.